Welcome to Amp Live TV and the Amp Live Real Estate Show, coming to you live here in beautiful Southern California. We're here in obviously at the studio all lined out here. I'll be coming back live. I'll be coming back live. We got all set up in the back. We're going to do some training on. Let me see, pull it up real quick. Definitely like, love, and share real quick. I want to make sure that we're all up and running here as well. It's going to be about maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes or so, and then we're going to get into it. There is a free downloadable SubTo fix and flip calculator that I put into the chat there that you can get a hold of. I'll bring that up in a second. Right now, this is obviously you want to share the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Become a deal maker in 30 days. There's a scan the QR code right there. What happened? Oh, did it not go live? Are we not live now? I think we are, right? I think we are. Let me see. Oh, is the wrong one? We are. That was the wrong one. Okay, cool. All right. No, okay, we're in a minute. So I was sharing the wrong stuff, or at least I thought I was. I was looking at the other one. Hey, technical stuff. It's always awesome, right? It's usually human error. Human error. All right, so we're 1 minute into it. As you can see, the download the free SubTo fix and flip calculator. It's going to be in the chat right there. So take advantage of it while you can. It'll also be in the post as well. So there'll be an awesome, nice, juicy post that's there for you. That basically states Memorial Weekend Day and the Amp Live Charter sale is open. It's been open, but we're doing something special for Memorial Weekend, right? First and foremost, thank you for your service. If you're a veteran or you're in the military now or any type of service as far as the military goes, thank you for your service. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth to you and your family. We bless you and we thank you. In God we trust, because America is super important. That is the gist, and that is why AHA, Americans Helping Americans, was born several years ago. I'm Eric from Amp Live TV, and the Amp Live Real Estate Show. I'll be your host today. Eric Jimenez, I'll be your host of the Amp Live Real Estate Show, standing for truth, live, and always uncut today, right now. And I'm going to share with you the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. We'll be back a little bit later on, and I'm going to be sharing, let me see what we got in store for you today for the next show, which obviously is going to be our live Saturday show today, right? It's going to be our Memorial Day edition. Okay, I'm going to talk about why this market is the best for SubTo in 20 years. All right. I'm also going to talk about I'm also going to go over a live deal analysis using the free calculator. Okay. For the free SubTo calculator that you're going to need to be able to underwrite deals in under 3 minutes. Okay. And then I'm going to talk about what happens inside of the 30-day charter challenge and what's happening now. Also, the Memorial Day charter offer closes Monday midnight, I should say, Monday at midnight. There's going to be a link for once that one is up and rolling after we're done here. You'll see it in the Facebook events. It's going to be streamed live through Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, all the other social media platforms at one time. We will be going live. Now, after you watch, if it makes sense, all right, there's going to be the charter promotion. That's charter.amplivemedia.com, charter.amplivemedia.com. It's also in the chat as well. That's going for $19.97. And you can also go to Skool.com, and there'll be a link there for payment plans, right? So you can also pay in full and get 20% off, or you can, hey, jump on a monthly payment plan. Easy peasy. There's no excuses. Monday, midnight, then it's going to go to $12,997. That's the price ladder that, hey, I honor everything, everything rung. At the end of the day, it's here. It's live. I'm not trying to hide anything. But rock and roll, in God we trust, AHA. That's what's happening on the next show here as we go live, probably around 6 p.m. today. And I'm going to actually get into all that, and I want to share that with you. Right now, obviously, it's a Memorial Day weekend, and we're having a Memorial Day weekend charter sale. And I want to tell you why these two things belong together. AHA, Americans Helping Americans, isn't a tagline like I mentioned before, okay? It's the mission. I built this program around. Memorial Day is the most aligned weekend of the year for me to push this hard on that mission, okay? The people who we honor this weekend fought for the American dream and fought for American freedom. Building financial freedom through real estate, through creative strategies, through knowledge that nobody can take from you is how we honor that sacrifice in our own lives, all right? Here's the offer. I'm going to give it to you very plainly. 17 charter spots, $19.97 now, $12,997 after Monday midnight. 9 modules, SubTo, seller finance, wholesale, and lease options. So you're not just investing in a program that's just going to share with you on how to do wholesale, okay? That was one thing I've never liked is modules, buying modules and videos and all that good stuff. So I needed to make it, again, we needed to do something a little bit different, unorthodox, and that's why this program has SubTo, seller finance, and wholesale and lease option trainings in it, okay? We're going to work with you on that. As well as, and this is unadvertised, like I mentioned before, well, we're going to work with you one-on-one. It's a hybrid of our one-on-one American Mentee program where we'll work with you for 6 weeks one-on-one. You're also going to get the live coaching. There's live coaching every Friday. Every Wednesday, that's not even advertised here. Every Wednesday is deal analysis day. Tuesday is a support day. And we're also VIPexecs Realty and Lending is your funding partner from day one, okay? You will be introduced to them. It will get you qualified so you can get hard money loans and any other type of loan that you're going to need. AHA is the Skool community, right? Plus the 30-day challenge. You're also going to get the full vault and lifetime access to that. And we're actually going to upgrade you to, for the 17 charter members only until Monday, we're actually going to upgrade you to the full vault. The full vault that actually is costs a little bit more. But SubTo fix and flip calculator, it's a $97 value. It's actually going to be absolutely for free. And plus, you're going to get a bonus stack. It's going to show you how to stack those leads, stack those deals, as well as stacking your tech stack, right? On a short tech stack and a long tech stack probably thing. What does that even mean? Doesn't matter. We'll share it with you on the call this evening. Now you can pay in full, which is the charter.amplivemedia.com, charter.amplivemedia.com, or you can make payments. You can go to school.com/Eric's-group-7474. There's no, awesome, vanity link or anything. It has the plans there. It's very simple. You can jump in and pay in full, get 20%, or you can just make payments on it. So there's no excuse, okay? It's just show up to the party. Or you can comment below, it says freedom below, and I'll DM you the link personally. As I always say, rock and roll and all what you do, right? Super important. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to put in there freedom. Just you can hashtag capitals, free, dumb. You send me that, and I will get you what you need, okay? I'll get you a link. Okay, but definitely download this. It's absolutely free, and it comes with let me see, which is free. You get something free, and then you get more free stuff. It's pretty awesome. All righty, let me go ahead and do this. Let me move this real quick. I believe I just got to move it a little bit, and then I can go back to this, and I should be able to go like that. Is it here? Let me see. All right, forget it. I'm just going to go over here and share it with you. Okay, so you can go here, download the free, analyze, plus you get 3 bonuses worth $238. The exact tools that are inside the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Right, so here's what you're getting for free, right? And I always say, if anybody knows me, I believe free is shit and shit is free, but someone has to pay for it, and that's me. That's us. That is how it goes. So this is obviously something that's of value that you can use in the business. I don't believe in giving away free stuff if it does. It's not going to help you. Okay. So these are things, and of course, it's always tight. I can say that, at the end of the day, I'm going to share it with you. The reason I want to share it with you, because I want you in the ecosystem, right? Yeah, I want to sell you more stuff. Yes, I want to work with you. Yes, I want you to send deals. Yes, I know all that stuff is part of the business. Been doing this a while. The SubTo fix and flip calculator, right? Know your numbers before you know anything else. ARV, repair costs, all that good stuff, right? Bonus number 1, SubTo deal analysis. Super important, right? You need a checklist to decide is that a SubTo deal or not, right? You need to have an exit strategy. Or 2, right? Is it fix and flip? Is it wholesale? Is it buy and hold? Is it an option? Is it a lease option? We're also giving you bonus number 2, 5 motivated seller scripts that work, right? Word for word scripts, right? For door knocking, the NOD call, the tired landlord approach, right? The pre-foreclosure conversation, all those things are in the actual accelerator program. And this is something you're probably going to want to print up and laminate it if you need to, right? It's the maximum allowable formula cheat sheet. Or your ARV for your wholesale stuff, right? There's obviously going to be work examples for every creative type of deal. Print it, laminate it, keep it in your car for your bag of tricks. Obviously, my name is Eric Jimenez. I've been investing since 2003. The calculator and these bonuses are what I wish someone had handed me on day one. They're yours, no strings attached. As I always say, rock and roll in all that you do. I am Eric of AMP Live Media, AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and a few others. I'll also get push this out here. Amp Live Media, AHA Americans Helping Americans, VIPexecs Realty Lending and Investments. You can hashtag VIPexecs.com, and that's a resource that we're going to share with you when you come into the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. AHA Americans Helping Americans. You can scan that QR code. That is our actual one-on-one mentoring program. For the ones that are ready to scale up and blow up their business, you can scan that QR code right there. And I'm going to say why this weekend it hits different, right? Most real estate educators run generic Memorial Day sale emails, right? And all that other good stuff. Amp Live's different. AHA is different because the AHA mission is literally about helping Americans, okay? Now, I believe in honor and building. We honor those who died for the American freedom this weekend. The best way to honor that sacrifice is to build something with it. Real estate investing is one of the most American wealth building strategies ever created, okay? This weekend, we build AHA, Americans Helping Americans, one America at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. I believe that's super important, and that's why we are doing what we're doing today. And obviously, we got something special for you today. And for the weekend, for the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, become a deal maker in 30 days. You can scan that QR code right there, and that'll get you in for the $1,997 spot before it goes to $12,997 on Monday, right after midnight. All right, so take advantage of that while you can. I'm going to go ahead and share a couple more things, right, and why freedom is built, not given. Now, the men and women we honor this Memorial Day didn't wait for freedom to arrive, right? They went and got it. That's the Amp Live mentality. It's the American mentee mentality. Americans don't wait for the market to be perfect, right? The time to be right or the permission from a bank. You don't need the banks. They learn the system. They find motivated sellers and build their own freedom deal by deal. AHA is the mission, and it always has been. AHA Americans Helping Americans isn't just a tagline I put on a freaking logo. It's the reason I built this program. I believe in one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time. I believe in real wealth built by real people. And Memorial Day weekend, when we celebrate what it means to be an American, is the most natural time to bring this mission into everything that we do. And I want you to be part of that cause and mission, okay? It's a God-driven journey, and I want to share it with you. This weekend, we're running the Memorial Day charter sale, and I want to tell you why that name matters to me. AHA stands for Americans Helping Americans, okay? AMP Live, the American Mentee Program. AMP spelled backwards is what? PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. Now, obviously, that is not a slogan. That's the mission. AHA is a mission. That's the mission I built this program around. Memorial Day is the weekend we honor the Americans who gave everything for our freedom. And what I know about real estate investing and what I've known since 2003 is that financial freedom is one of the most American things a person can build. All right, the Charter Accelerator is $19.97 right now. Monday at midnight, Memorial Day, the sale closes and the price becomes $12,997. That's no joke. It's going to happen. And when it happens, and it is what it is. You know, if you come back and it's going to be $12,997 to join. Even then, it's still a bargain. It's still pennies on the dollar for what you will learn and what you'll get with this program. Now, I cannot think of a more aligned weekend to close this out. Now, if you want to honor the people who fought for American freedom by building your own, which is the most American thing you can do, the link is charter.amplivemedia.com, charter.amplivemedia.com. There's also a payment plan through Skool if you need it. You can go there and get a 20% discount for paying in full, or if you need to make payments, you can make payments, okay? Now, Monday midnight, then it's gone. As I always say, rock and roll in all that you do. I want to talk about a couple of things here that I want to share with you. We're going to roll this in about 15 minutes. I think we're almost done here. But I wanted to share the American dream, right? What is the American dream? The American dream has changed, right? It used to be buy a house, get yourself a nice job, get a family together, right? Build out that picket fence, and then get you some nice cars, send the kids to college, and then what? Retire, right? Retire. Most people that industrial age is gone, right? The new currency is obviously social media. It's always entrepreneurship. It's working for someone else, yes, but also having some multiple streams of income. Those are important, right? So The topic that I'm going to talk about today, right? It's the mission to submission. We're going to break down some deals today when I come back to share how the AMP Live Accelerator works and how important these things are, and that you can learn these things. Anybody can learn this. If I can learn it, you can learn it, and I guarantee that, right? I'm not Harvard lucky. I'm not Yale lucky or any of that stuff, right? I'm not even college lucky, okay? The bottom line is that I learned by applying and executing, and failing, and then moving forward. And then the gates opened up while God said, hey, it's time. You're good to go. Let's roll. And it's a constant battle because, as they say, success is rented every single day, right? To keep your success, you need to keep moving forward every day. And you probably think, well, how do you do that? How do you do that without getting exhausted? It's a positive mental attitude. PMA, AMP Live. It's time to amplify your life. AMP Live Creator Real Estate Investing Accelerator is the key. And it's no bullshit. There's nothing here to, I can share it, and maybe it sounds like sales, but to me, it's a mission, it's a cause, and I want you to be part of that cause and mission. Because one of my goals, and it's on my goals every single day, it says to open up the fellow Americans' eyes, to help them, show them to read between the lines, right? To show them the forest through the trees, to be able to say, you know what, I can feed my family, I can work this, I can do this. I don't have to, worry about, I get it. A job is a job, and you're going to have a job or not. But even if you have a job and you move to an entrepreneur, it's a lot harder than having a job, right? Because you can't punch in a clock and go 9 to 5. It just doesn't work. You get what you pay for. You get what you get at 9 to 5s. You're going to go past 9 to 5, right? But it's worth it because you grind now, you shine later, as I tell all the young millennials, and they should be doing that. Heck, you can do this now, 18 to 80. It doesn't matter, right? As long as you have someone who cares about you and who's going to guide you through this. And that's what I've dedicated my life and dedicated my business to do for now, until I decide to change it. If I decide I don't want to do this anymore, then I don't have to, and I won't. But this is what it is. This is God driven, and it's a God mission. And obviously this is perfect right now for AHA, Americans Helping Americans, as well as, all the veterans and all the people who fought for our country, who are fighting for the American dream. This is the most American thing that I think that I can and will do for AHA and for the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, by giving my time, by giving my skill sets, and by giving what I have built over the years, along with VIPexecs Realty Lending and Investments in Luxury Properties. That's another 20 years of experience, plus my 20 years of experience. That's a combined effort of over 40 years. That's what my mentor had, but he was just one man with 40 years of experience, right? In multifamily, and owned a bunch of properties on Santa Monica and the beach properties with all the Richie Riches, right? And, if you've heard my story, great. If you haven't heard my story, then definitely connect with me, reach out, do a DM. I'll be more than happy to spend 5, 10, 15 minutes with you and seeing if we're a good fit, and somehow, or I point you in the right direction. But time is valuable, and I'm learning that over a period of time, right? Because look, we don't always know everything, and as we move forward into the future and business and things that we do, we learn to have humility, and that's where I'm at, right? So always is this thing not shining on? Okay, and I hate it when it does that. So I went through this whole thing, so I'm going to go live again because it's been clicking me off this Facebook right here, right? Let's do it again, and it should be working. So I'm going to go through this again. All right. So it's 18 minutes there. And let's see if it goes through. It said live, and I want to make sure because I need this thing to roll through, and we'll go through it. All right. Let me check. Back here. Is it live or not? Is it live or Memorex, right? It said live, then it didn't say live. So let's see if it pops off. And let's make sure that we're live there. Okay, so we are. So as we can see here, we're going to start fresh. Here we go. We can always chop it up and monetize and do like we always do. But I'll say welcome to the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Show. If you missed part of this on Facebook, like I said, it's being streamed live through all the different other platforms. But I want to make sure that obviously we're hitting Facebook as well, and Facebook groups and all that, because it just means more eyeballs on AMP Live Creative Real Estate. So you might have missed some rock and roll gold here that I've been dropping for the last 15, 20 minutes. But you can scan that QR code right there for the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. I'll be back a little bit later on, and we'll go ahead and share this. I'm going to go ahead and kind of do a little housekeeping here real quick. Boom, there it is. Now, I don't know if you have that. Can you see it? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But this is absolutely free. Go ahead and grab and download the free SubTo Fix and Flip Calculator. Analyze any creative real estate investing deal. That means any deal, period. It doesn't always have to be creative real estate. In 3 minutes before you talk to any seller. Plus, there's 3 bonuses worth $238. The exact tools taught inside the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator program. You're obviously going to get the SubTo Fix and Flip Calculator and be able to evaluate deals and underwrite deals in under 3 minutes. Bonus number 1, SubTo deal analysis to know, and it's a checklist to know if you have a SubTo deal or not and what action strategy is going to rock and roll for you. Also, we're dropping 5 motivated seller scripts that work right in the field right now. NODs, pre-foreclosures, tired landlords, and all that other good stuff, and a few more that you'll have access to. Also, we're going to drop the maximum allowable offer formula cheat sheet, right, for your wholesale deals. And, of course, with you'll be able to work out examples for every creative type of deal. You can print it, laminate it, and put it in your car. I'm obviously, if you don't know who I am, I'm Eric Jimenez. I've been investing since 2003. The calculator and these bonuses and all that other good stuff and everything that I'm sharing with you today through the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, I wish someone had handed that stuff to me on day one. There were things out there, and there were programs and seminars and all that other good stuff, but they all had holes in them, right? Like Swiss cheese. You go in there and you go, oh, okay, what about this? You need this, you need that. Or they'd make it to the point where you're going, you have to do all this stuff, do this, do this, do this, do that, do that. And you're going, shit, I definitely need to buy into your program because I need all those things, right? I get it. Or it was just you get in there, and I've done it before. I looked at some of the programs that people spent $50,000 on. And I look at it, I go, man, this stuff is 10 years old. What they're selling is crap and junk and outdated materials. And now I know why they are not doing any deals. And it's been 6 months to a year and a half and still spinning wheels. It sucks, I know. But all these gifts are yours. The stuff that we've worked in, it's battle tested, things that we use in the business today. There's no strings attached. As I always say, rock and roll and all you do. My name is Eric of AHA, Americans Help Americans, AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, and AMP Live Media, a media broadcasting and marketing company, and our affiliate partners and sponsors, AMP VIPexecs Realty Lending and Investments, and Luxury Properties Step into Excellence. You can always reach out, and that's part of the program. When you come aboard and join the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, you get access to our lenders and our resources and to VIP execs to be able to buy those properties for fix, flip, buy, and hold. You can turn them on to your investors and bring that as an added value so they can actually work with you, right? If you need to do the burr moving or you need to novate some properties, you need an agent that's going to list them for you. Yeah, you can go with the 1% and 2%, but you get what you pay for, right? In the beginning, drop it with someone who's going to get your property sold, right? Who's going to work with you and work for you at the same token as a team to get those properties sold, whether you're an investor or you're going to sell a property here or there. Luxury properties are harder to sell, right now. But if you use VIP execs, right, they're definitely going to get it sold for you. If you're hunting for properties as well, get access to the MLS because that shit's not free, right? And it's not cheap. But if you can get access to it, awesome. Now, I know some gurus teach, go get access and see if you can get their username and password with an agent. Yeah, you got to find those unicorn agents or those agents that, don't give a shit, or the ones that, they're brand new and like, yeah, go ahead, you can use it and, bring me some business type stuff, right? So I get that too. But with this here, you just sign up. There's no, scan the QR code and you're good to go. You can go in there and search for properties anywhere in Southern California. For the MLS is attached. It's a huge MLS because California is freaking huge and Southern California is freaking huge, right? So I'm going to share this with you real quick, and then I'm going to wrap up. Maybe I'll hit 30 minutes and then we'll roll. But AMP Live American Mentee program, obviously, its goal is to help you get your first deal, second deal, or third deal. Now, when I got started a long time ago, it was lonely. And have a lot of people to bounce things off of, and had to figure it out. Did I read? Did I study? Did I watch CDs and all that crazy stuff? Yeah, I sure did. Didn't have videos. I'm not into videos, but I did watch the videos until they pretty much burned out, right? I watched them over and over and over and over and looked for those golden nuggets, but I did have a foundation, right? I did understand. I knew how to break down deals. And that's how I was able to find all the Swiss cheese holes in all their programs, right? When I was looking at stuff and I go, well, that deal didn't make sense. That deal didn't make sense. That's some bullshit. That's some fluffed up shit. There's a lot of fluff. I get all that, right? You can only learn so much with fluff, and then you got to figure things out. Now, you can try to figure those things out, and when you try to figure those things out, and you're going, oh my God, okay, you've been doing the wrong thing over and over and over. No wonder why things aren't working. That's just from failing forward, right? If you want to be successful, you're not gonna jump out of the gates and win every race, right? Now, I get it when, let's say, like maybe a boxer, right, or even one of those MMA fighters, right? Now, the goal is to train and train and train and train and train and train and spar and train and spar and train and spar, right? And then they'll do some amateur fights. But when they, until they get to that point where you're going, okay, I'm going professional now, right? So when they go professional, they want to make sure they have the right card, right? They want to have, win, 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 no losses. Win, 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 maybe a draw, right? Before they do all that. So they're prepping. That's exactly how I thought of my business when I got into business. I thought of it as a franchise. I go, well, McDonald's is a franchise. All these other companies are franchises, right? What is the key? Why are they successful? Well, because they have a plan, they have processes, and they have their systems in place and their brand. And you're buying into that. And when you buy into that, you have to go to their McDonald's University. You have to go to whatever they want you to do, and then they got to look at the financials. And you can have a check and write a check, but guess what? If you don't go through their McDonald's University, you don't get to buy a McDonald's. You don't get approved for a franchise, right? And so I thought of the same thing as I was up and coming. I go, okay, let's build the business like a franchise. Let's have systems and processes. And how are we going to do this with one website, two websites, right? So maybe it's more analytical than most, but it worked because I blew out everybody in my area as far as real estate investors. Brokers got pissed off. Agents will get pissed off, not because I'm just taking their deals, but because they're tripping out on how I was able to buy a pre-foreclosure when they could have just put it on the market and sold it, right? But they sold it to us. They sold it to our company. I made the connection and I made the deal. I put it together, right? By these processes that I learned over time. Did I go on appointments that I knew I would not lock up? Yes, I did. Why? To sharpen my skills, right? It's kind of like the Abraham Lincoln thing, right? Abraham Lincoln goes, yeah, let's have a challenge of who can chop down this Johnny Appleseed tree. I'm just kidding. Tree the fastest, right? The other guy's like, okay, cool, doing whatever, and saying, yeah, I'm ready to go. And what's Abraham Lincoln doing? Sharpening his axe for 6 hours, while the other guy's messing around, going, yeah, this is gonna be easy breezy. I'm the baddest, I'm the best in the world, man. Nobody can beat me. But guess who won? Right? Abraham Lincoln did, right? Because his axe was so sharp that he chopped down that tree like butter in seconds. The other guy's still chopping because his axe was dull as shit. He thought he could just do it from just being the best at what he did. But you know what? Abraham Lincoln was a bit smarter than that guy, right? So it's the same thing here in this business. It's the same thing in any business. The same thing is preparation. But guess what? All the preparation has been done for you, right? All the work has been done for you. All you got to do is come in and execute, follow directions, and learn, and then you're going to be successful at this. I guarantee it if you show up to the party, because we're going to do a lot of 90% of the work is being done by us to a degree, right? In the beginning for our American Mentee program. Now for the Amplified Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, that is, it's a hybrid of our one-on-one program. So you're going to get live coaching, right? Like I mentioned before, you're going to get some one-on-one love, but it's only for 6 weeks, okay? After that, then you should be able to do this on your own, right? If you show up. If you don't show up, I always say, shame on you for not showing up, right? Then you have no excuses. This is all action-based, right? So if you're not going to show up, then don't even come aboard and join the program, right? Invest in something else, right? That's where you're just going to waste your money and lose your money. I guarantee you, this is an investment in you, and we are investing in you because this is what we call a loss leader at $1,997. You can't make any money with onboarding and everything else that it costs to just get you going, let alone the time that I will spend with you. Because when I do a fix and flip, if I fix and flip a property, within the time frame of the 30, 60, 90-day range, right? That's $500 to $1,000 an hour that I make, because I'm not spending as much time as maybe a newbie or someone new would be. And then if I spend that time talking to you, that's $500 to $1,000 that I could be losing, that I am losing if I'm chatting with you and you're not making me money. So that is probably going, well, who's going to have an hourly rate like that? Well, do the math. And if you haven't done the math, you haven't done that type of business, then you eventually will appreciate it and understand it, right? So I don't make any money doing this by spending time with you, right? I'm banking on you that you're going to follow through and you're going to show up and we're going to do deals together And that's where we are going to make money. That's where I am going to make my money. And that's where I'm going to get reimbursed for the time that I spend with you. So it all makes sense as we do this, right? And heck, the founding members got in at pennies on the dollar, if you want to call that. I call them like doll hairs, right? I'm just kidding. It's like literally pennies on the freaking dollar. You can count the pennies on that one. But that's not the point. The point is getting those cool people, right? Cool people that have come aboard, and they're like, okay, cool. They want to change their lives. They get fired up. They get motivated just by listening to me and speaking with me and then having time with them and then guiding them into what? Into success. For the things where they failed, they're no longer failing because they're seeing success because I understand how this works, right? As far as the coaching and mentoring aspects and muscle memory and all that good stuff. I've been doing it for such a long time. So it's second nature to me, which is an extra skill set that I built on top of what? On top of real estate investing, on top of creative real estate investing. Even then, before that, I was in management for 12, 15 years. So I understand how to read P&Ls. I understand how to wear different personalities for the A, B, C, different types of people, right? I learned how to hire and fire and how to educate people and all that good stuff, right? In the business, or at least, getting them to work psychologically and all that good stuff, right? So those are all those things. And then making a segue into real estate was a natural progression, which was a natural lateral move. And that made it easier for me, for sure. And then being in that business was a natural lateral move into what? Yes, sharing with others, mentoring others. I didn't want to coach and do students and videos and modules, but that's what we're doing because obviously that's the only way we're going to grow. So you have to learn how to adjust and adapt or you perish. I don't plan on perishing. We're going to keep on rolling. So I am adapting as well. Adapting to what? Modules, videos, one to many, right? That's why I'm doing this. But I'm not just rolling it out and saying, here you go, kumbaya, go get it. I can and just make that ATM money. But I know that for me, I want to make sure that you're getting what you need and that nobody falls through the cracks. So therefore, that's why we're doing it. And there's no perfect time than doing it for Memorial Weekend, right? Memorial Weekend is right in line with what I started out with AHA, Americans Helping Americans, back in 2010, 11, 12, and 13, right? And that's to rebuild our real estate firm when the government was coming down on all the investors and the attorneys and loan mod people and all that good stuff and the short sellers and everything, right? But the government can go ahead and step in and go, yeah, we'll give you a loan and we want a piece of your equity and we want the silent second stuff. They can do all kinds of shit like that. But if an investor comes and does it, then they want to squash that, right? And that's when AHA was born. I go, that's all bullshit. We need to do, how do we change that? Well, maybe it's AHA. What is AHA? Americans Helping Americans. Let's truly make it a cause and mission. What is Americans Helping Americans? Well, shit, it's one American at a time, one family at a time, one deal at a time. That makes sense to me. And if we do that organically over a period of time, then it's truly like the butterfly effect, right? When a butterfly flaps its wings across the world, eventually it's going to hit you sooner or later, right? Because it's coming across and it builds and it builds and it builds like when you throw a rock in the water and it ripples, right? It moves. That's the same thing. And by God, if that's my mission and that's God-driven mission and a journey, that's the journey that I'm on, along with everybody that I bring with me, including staff and people I work with, and VIPexecs Realty Lending and Investments and Luxury Properties, Amp Live Media, American Mentee Program, AHA. Those are all products that have been driven. They're all God-driven over a period of time. All those resources are yours, right? All that work that I've built I'm giving it to you. I'm sharing it with you. I'm sharing it with the world, right? And that's my God. That's my goal. That's my cause and mission. And I want you to be part of that cause and mission. And that's why I'm doing it this way with founders and charter members first. The first 50 and 50, right? You're going to be the core. You're going to be the essence. You're going to be the reason why the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator explodes onto the market in the United States of America. Why? Because it's real. Why? Because it's true. And because we stand for truth. And because we care. I care. You're probably thinking, well, do other companies care? Sure, they probably do. But nobody does what we do. I guarantee it. Nobody does it the way that we do it. And at the same token, hey, we're here to share this with the world, like I mentioned to you before, and in the United States of America. And there's no better way to do it through Memorial Weekend. So I decided 17 spots for the charter members, 17 spots for the charter members. Scan the QR code, lock in your spot for $1,997 before it goes to $12,997 on Monday at midnight. Once that happens, it's gone. It's going to be gone forever. We will have our American Mentee program, as always. That's at 50% off right now until the second quarter. Once the second quarter is over, it is going to double to its normal, hard cost fees. And then the done for you, done with you is going up there to, I believe, like $29,000 or something like that. But it's well worth it. You know, you can't even get a franchise for $29,000, right? Let alone a business for $29,000. But that's not the case. For here's $1,997 doll hairs. I'm just kidding. $1,997. It's pennies on the dollar. And if you don't have the money, find the money. Okay, go partner up with your mom, your dad, your grandma, your uncle, your aunt, your sister, whoever. Right, this is an opportunity that's going to be gone forever because I'm not going to do any of this stuff. It's not my thing. I don't like it, but I'm doing it because I know that it's needed and people need this. And that's my way of giving back. It's my way of helping out. People can argue with me all day long, whether this or that. I don't care. The bottom line is that's what we're doing. That's what it is for the next 17 spots, 17 charter spots. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to share some stuff with you, okay? I do want to share something if I can find it. I thought it was a cool testimonial from Mr. Steven, but it's already 36 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and maybe close this out, or maybe I'll share it with you. If I can find it, 1 second, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. All right, here we go. All right, let's see if it comes up. Okay. Well, this is a different one. I'll go ahead and share this with you. Hell with it. This is cool. Let me see if I can open it up to the full screen, and we'll hopefully it's not blur. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from AHA, Americans Helping Americans. Last week we were out in Colton, California, looking for some foreclosures, NODs, just for sale by owners, people that want to sell their property for cash, guaranteed within 24 hours, 72 hours, written guarantee, or we'll list it either way. Okay, so I just wanted to run through this house real quick. We're actually in the Hemet area, and we're looking at some property in the Hemet area, hitting the Hemet leads as well. I'll show you a property here. It's going on the market. Take a look. You can see what's going on here. Doing a little bit of landscaping. Okay, we're going to run inside the house real quick. Let you see the potential of this particular property. I like these type of properties. A little dark, but it's cosmetic, carpet tile paint type deal. It was built into 2000s. So those are the properties that we like. The older ones are great too, as long as the spreads are good. Then we'll go in and fix and flip those particular properties. Nice retaining wall, you see? Not too bad. Okay, some work going on. I'll take you upstairs real quick.
Ugly kid.
But we're looking for people, good people, same thing.
Rug.
Southern California, throughout the United States.
Shit.
For sure.
Backyard.
Want to work with us exclusively?
Giant hole.
One-on-one. We do have a program called the American Mentee Program. We're all looking for good people at the end of the day.
All right, so that was that one. I'm going to go ahead and share this nice, awesome testimonial that I like. I think I shared it on another live. but we'll go ahead and we'll see if it rolls. All right, cool. We're going to let it run. And we'll go here. There we go. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Steve, and I am with the Americans Helping Americans Mentee Program, and wanted to take a moment here to do a quick testimonial about the program, about what I'm going through. I'm actually doing this from my car right now because I am out in the field looking at properties already and taking some pictures and making offers at this point. And I'm a month into the program, and Eric has been absolutely outstanding in not only in his knowledge and what he has taught me in this short amount of time. Literally, I'm at a point within 1 month where I am analyzing deals, crunching numbers, and making offers on properties at this point already, which there's no other program that I've seen out there that can do that. On top of that, you have Eric's outstanding mentorship. His knowledge of the business and his knowledge of real estate is just outstanding. But on top of that, he cares about you as a mentee and making sure that you're successful and that you're getting what you need out of the program, and also helping keep your spirits up and keep you excited about what you're doing. So if you're looking at this video because you're considering the Americans Helping Americans Mentee Program, I highly recommend it. I really believe that this is a great way for people to get into real estate investing, secure their future, and have that plan B for when things go wrong in plan A. So if you're considering the program, join up, team up with us, and let's go ahead and build our futures together and get excited about this. Thanks. Have a good day.
Well, there it is. Right from the horse's mouth at the end of the day, as they say, right? Mr. Steven, good guy. I think I mentioned it maybe in the last live, but he got in touch with me. We started talking because you heard the God-driven message, I guess, was what clicked with him and the stuff. And he did go through another program, cost him like $26,000 and spent a year and a half spinning his wheels. And then, obviously, still didn't understand how to wholesale. He'd get on a call for 3 hours and go try to ask a question, didn't get his question answered. And it wasted 3 hours. You go, man, that's 3 hours of my time. And I had to work and I had to do this and I had to drive an hour and a half back and forth and all this stuff. So it was a waste of time. I'm still really frustrated. And then obviously calling in and trying to get help from support and all that good stuff. And then said, well, if you need more help, we can get you a coach for $10,000 more. Then it'd be like $35,000. And if you want another, $10,000, we'll come out to you and set up your business, spend 5 or 6 days with you. I go, okay, well, what happens after the 5 or 6 days? They'll set you up with everything, but then what? Well, that's it. That's what the coach is for another $10,000. I'm going, wow. So that's going to get up to 36. You bet to 46, almost $50,000, and you're still pretty much going to be, there's no mentor. There's no true coach. There's nobody's going to get on the line and help you and guide you and even do deals with you, right? Because most companies don't want the liability. They're not going to do that. So that's what happened. All he wanted to do is build one property, house hack it, one house at a time, and jump into the property and live in it for 1 year and then rent it out and then go buy another property in between wholesaling and some SubTo lease options and stuff, right? Because we obviously offer all those tools, even in the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, as you can see, right? Right here, right? So all these things are available, and it's not just wholesaling. It's wholesaling. There's lease options. There's SubTo. There's seller financing, right? But it's the three. That's wholesale, lease options, SubTo. And SubTo, yes, there's hybrids of seller financing, lease options, rent to own, wholesale, and hybrids of wholesaling, things of that nature, right? But you learn that all in one shot with the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator that we're working with, right? But it was awesome because we got to see him, rock a deal, helped him negotiate it. At the same token, he did, just with guidance, and he ended up, taking down that property and living in it. He appreciated it, give us, and that's, obviously, this is before. He did give us another testimonial of how appreciative he was, and and a shot with him in the fireplace and his dog, and him with a glass of wine, right, or beer, I think it was. I'm not sure. It was something, maybe some cognac, whatever, for celebrating. And, so those are the things that happen. That's why it makes it worth it when we see things like that. Not just helping sellers, for the sellers, when we're working with sellers and you're working with sellers and you actually help them and they appreciate you. That's awesome. Like I mentioned before, there's going to be sellers that are jerks and things of that nature. You just dust them off the shoulder, toss them to the side, and wish them luck and say a prayer for them, and hopefully life works out for them, right? Other than that, you only want to work with people that that's part of the program, part of the Amplified method, right? We only work with people, and when they jump through our hoops, when they're sellers, they jump through our hoops. As investors, they jump through our hoops when they're buyers, right? They may think that they're qualifying us, but that's not the case. We're qualifying them to see if we even want to work with them, right? Because we know our value. And even if you right now are brand new and you're saying, oh, I'm a wholesaler, no, stop calling yourself a wholesaler. You're a real estate investor, okay? Even if you're wholesaling a deal, because eventually you're not going to be wholesaling forever. That's like being a real estate agent forever. The money's in a broker, right? You want to become a broker. You want to become what? An investor. You want to become an investor who has a firm, a real estate firm, so you can buy, sell, fix, and flip properties and cherry pick. And eventually, yeah, hey, you want to tap into some mentoring and coaching, well, you can piggyback on that. We do have a licensing program that's coming out in 2027 as well. We're refiring it up and rebranding all that good stuff, so that'll be available. We also have what's called the Amplified Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, a broker partnership program. So if you're a broker out there and you watch this somehow, or share it with your broker. If you're an agent, share it with your broker. If you're a struggling agent, share it with your broker, and you want someone to come in and with Amplified and to teach you this and teach your agents, or maybe you share it with your broker and say, hey, this guy's willing to come in and teach us this stuff, so we can dominate our area, which means more units for the broker, more money for the broker, and more money for you as an agent, because you'll be able to take on more listings, buyers, and brokers, or I should say deals at the same token. And on top of that, when we come in, we offer the broker 3 revenues without spending $1. It doesn't cost them a dime, but we're going to be actually putting money in your pocket or the broker's pocket with our program. There is a 4th revenue stream. That 4th revenue stream is going to roll through VIPexecs Realty Lending and Investments, right? That's going to be pay as you close, right? As they want to, there's a name for it. Pay when you close. Or there's used to be, it is what it is. You know what the hell I'm talking about, right? But as leads come down the wire, because we do market through Amplified Media, and then there's obviously deals that come down the wire for agents and marketing and real estate, but there's also regular leads that come down like for buyers and listings. Those will roll through VIPexecs Realty Lending and Investments in a legal capacity, in a legal manner, because we can't do that stuff, obviously, but they can, okay? They also will help your agents be able to get loans, whether it's conventional, FHA, whether it's, Freddie, Fannie, USDA loans, including for your agents that are on this program to be able to do and get hard money, private money, right? Thinking, oh, well, agents, I don't want them to become, you want them to become investors. Yes. So they can get more units, so they can take down more properties, right? Because if they're going to be buying properties, they're going to thank you forever. And they're going to stay with your brokerage forever, because you help them become successful when the days get ugly and when they need to make money. They have a house or two that's going to help them with revenue and pay the bills, right? And not to mention that those deals, even when they decide to sell them, they're going to sell them through your brokerage, so you're going to get paid. When they buy them, they're going to buy them through your brokerage, so you're going to get paid, right? Everybody gets paid. It's a win-win situation. Nobody on the United States of America is doing what we do, I guarantee it. And I know we got to move quick and start signing up these brokerages left and right, because it's going to become a trend, I guarantee it. Anyways, rock and roll and all that you do. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Rock and roll and all that you do. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. I'll be back for our Saturday training, and I'll be back for what I promised, to share some deals and to show you how to break down those deals and to show you where the money's at, and to show you how fast that the Amplified deal automator is going to be able to break down and underwrite deals for you. Just for watching, like I said, you'll get that for free. You'll get the 3 bonuses for free. Shit, I may even throw in the surfing for deals for free. I might throw in the whole kitchen sink. But first and foremost, scan that QR code. Jump on the 17. There's only 17 spots. And as they start rolling and people joining, I'll announce people and things, people and the spots that are available as it starts getting lower and lower. But the main thing is becoming a charter member, right? It's shit. The price of admission is just joining is worth more than the price of admission, right? The rest of it is all bonuses. Heck, I'm a bonus. We are a bonus. The team's a bonus. VIPexecs Realty Lending and Investments is a bonus. All our resources are a bonus. Plus all the bonuses that I'm going to be dropping into the vault that are already in there. I'm even going to allow you to get the second vault, which is a paid vault, with this 17 spots for the charter members, right? So it doesn't get any better than that. It's almost kind of crazy if you think about it. If I think about it, I think I might talk myself out of it and maybe shut it down, right? But I already announced it, so I can't do that. So I will shut it down at midnight on Monday. Midnight Monday, that's the 26th, I believe, or something like that. 25th going into 26th, and then it'll be gone forever. But there will be the one-on-one mentoring program, and you can always rock that, right? But that's it's a lot higher than 1997. I won't even mention it to you, but I will say that this program after midnight goes to $12,997 when you can pick it up right now for $1,997. And everything that I've offered to you has been recorded, is documented, is right there. Okay, so definitely take advantage of it. Once again, thank you for all of you who have served. We thank you for your service. Hopefully you're out there having an awesome time. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. Be safe. And for the people that I've talked to, definitely take advantage of it while you can. I know there's people that I said, oh, yeah, I'll be an agent. I want to get fired up. I want to get restarted. Or, yeah, I need some help. Okay, cool. Get off your butt, jump on it, and before it's gone. Otherwise, yeah, it'll be. And some of these people I've been speaking to have been in our database since 2020. That's 6 years ago, right? Right? And it's nothing to laugh at. I laugh at it and I chuckle because I know I hear the stories all the time. I've been trying to get in real estate for 10 years. It's been 5 years. It's been 3 years, like the last young man I talked to, right? Not the last one, but one of them a couple of days ago who spent, 3 years of spinning wheels. And I go, this is it. And even then, he still had to think about it. So what's there to think about? The disruption is usually 9 times out of 10, it's that person, right? They believe they can't do it, or they're just, they're just not going to do it, right? They're comfortable with what they have, and then they'll make excuses on why they don't have what other people have, but not willing to pay the price. Okay. And even this is not paying the price. $1,997, not the price, right? That's just the price for admission. That's the price for a ticket. Rest is we're going to work with you, right? And that's all lost leader type stuff, right? If anything, we get left holding the bag if you don't perform. Okay. So there it is. Nothing more to say for right now, because I'm hungry. I'm going to give me something to eat real quick, and I'll come on back. We're going to set it all up in the studio here, and I'm going to pop open the screen, TV, and all that good stuff so I can share the calculator, share the deal automator with you, share some properties with you, and show you how to break those suckers down. And yes, we'll be talking more about the Amp Live Creator Real Estate Investor and what's inside of it as well, and everything else and all the bonuses and stuff that come with it, because this is your chance to make your dreams happen, your legacy. It's a chance to jump on that freedom that you've been wanting to get a hold of today. All righty. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.